Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Wednesday, June 7th. So I have no stitching or diamond painting progress to show you, but I wanted to come on here and just chat with you about a couple things about what's been going on the last couple days because I didn't do a video yesterday. I've had a really good day today, but we're going to backtrack. We will work ourselves up to today. So I have a page with like notes here because stuff I wanted to talk about. So today is Wednesday. Monday, I was just tired at the end of the day. The work day was normal, and so didn't do any diamond painting or stitching. And then the job we were supposed to have, and we did have yesterday, was starting at 9:30 a.m. my time. My boss is in Texas, so she's on Central Time. So all of the jobs are in Central Time. So it was 8:30 a.m. her time. And when a job starts that early, because most of the time our jobs will start at 9 a.m. Central or 10 a.m. Central. When it starts at 8:30, I think, okay, they have a lot to cover, or the witness has to be somewhere at a certain time, or someone has to catch a flight that flew in from out of town because we have that quite a bit too. So I already had in my head, okay, this is somewhat unusual. I started at 9:30 a.m. my time and did not get done work until 12:45 a.m. this morning. Yeah. Um, it kept going and going. Now, a normal day for us, like, you know, sometimes the jobs end early. You just don't know. Sometimes I'm done work at 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon. Sometimes I'm done 6 or 6:30. For me, 6 or 6:30 is like the cutoff, right? Of then I can have dinner, spend some time with Bill, have my evening. It got to be around that point. It got to be about 5:30. And the attorney was like, I still have a lot left. And I was like, crap. So I messaged Bill and was like, hey, I'm going to have to work late. And so what we normally do is he'll make something really quick and easy for dinner because I'm eating at my desk most of the time. So we're going and going. 7 o'clock comes my time. And they take a break. And the attorney says, well, I still have hours left. What? They took a 45-minute break at 7 p.m. so the witness could eat dinner. Okay. And one of our team members, because we have 3 people, including myself, she's like, I'm so sorry, but I have plans. Like, I have to stop. She had to stop at 6:30 p.m. my time. And I thought, oh no. So I'm messaging everyone. Can anyone come in to help? I'm going to be honest. They're still going for hours. It's going to be a late night. Everyone said no, except finally one person was like, yes, I can jump in. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Because 2 people, it would have been very difficult to keep up. And I would have worked much later. With 3 people, you get a couple minutes break in between your sections because we edit 10-page sections and we go through a rotation. But mind you, I'm doing a bunch of other stuff. I'm putting orders in a portal. I'm pulling exhibits from a website. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff that the other team members don't do. So now we are approaching, now we were also supposed to have a job today. We are approaching the 10 o'clock p.m. mark here. The attorney takes a break and says, I still have 2 hours left. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, I want to warn you. This video is just a chat, so I could be crying, laughing, cussing, venting at any points in this video. Now, since reading the Bible and all of that, I have really been striving to communicate better and differently with my boss, my coworkers, Bill, everybody, and to have a different approach to work. So I thought I was doing pretty good until they took the break at, well, no, they took the break at 10 o'clock and he says he has 2 hours left. And I messaged the team and I said, what the hell? Like, who in the fuck goes until midnight? Now, what they did, the reason why it was so long, what they did was they did a corporate representative deposition and then they did the guy's personal knowledge deposition. Normally, you do one day and one the other day, especially if you're going to be on the record for 15 hours, which is what it was. It was so insane. I mean, I've been doing this job for 23 years, and I think the latest we ever went on the record was 9 p.m., and we kind of expected that. See, that was another thing. We had no indication that it was going to go that long. Like, normally the court reporting firm that we work for will say, hey, this job is going to blah, 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 or estimated to be. Because I guarantee you, if he said, oh, I'm going to go until midnight, my boss might not have taken it. So I did not get done work. The job ended at 11:40 p.m. my time. Now, I have stuff to do at the end of a job, like orders and forms and all kinds of stuff. I did not get done work until 12:45 a.m. Now, at 10 o'clock when they took the break, my boss texted the firm that we work for and said, you have to find coverage for me tomorrow. So we are off today. Thank God. So of course, you know, when I work late like that, I can't just go in right to bed. I didn't go to bed until almost 2, playing bingo on my iPad. Oh, if any one of you play Bingo Blitz, add me as a friend on there. Anyway, I was playing bingo, looking at Facebook, all kinds of stuff, 2 a.m. Now, mind you, I had to get up at 4:15 to make Bill's lunch. Yeah, so had 2 hours of sleep and then got up and did that and went back to bed and then was up at 7:15. It's like no matter how late I stay up, my body wants to get up at 7:15. I literally felt like a truck had hit me. Like it was just so I went and I got coffee, got back in bed, again played bingo, did some stuff. Yeah. Now, my plan today, because of having off, I'm like, ooh, I can go to Michael's and get those picture frames. And I did. They turned out better than I could have expected. So I will show you those in a second. But first, I wanted to say who won the giveaway I was doing for Guardian of the Winter Forest. It is Amber Sky Haynes. Amber, congratulations. I've already been in touch with her, and actually, the diamond painting went out today by UPS. Thank you to everyone who entered. I want to say I had about 70 people that entered. That's fantastic. So don't fret though, because if you haven't won one, I know I'll be doing some sort of a giveaway in the future. So yeah. And speaking of Diamond Art Club, I decided instead of just buying, especially the older kits, new releases, a little bit different, but there are some older kits and 2 new releases that I did not buy in the anniversary sale. I decided to add things to my wish list. And starting with Monday's video, I'm going to have it linked in the description box of every video. So you can go take a peek if you want to see. But I thought I would show you. I have 4 kits in there right now. So let's take a peekity peek at that. The first one is the one I was going to buy, but I decided not to. Haunted by Rita Konya. I still love it because I love Halloween. I still love it so much. There's that one. I have 4 kits total in here. This one is also Spiritland's Castle by Moonbound Studio. Love the pinks in that. I love that one so much. That one. And then a Hannah Lynn that I've had on my list for a while because it's been out of stock. Janessa. Gorgeous. Love, love, love that one so much. Look at her wings and her hair. Are you kidding me? And then the last one is one that I don't remember seeing before, but was like, it was right up my alley. And the rendering of it is so good. It is Happy Dancing Fairy by Durya Kakursoy. I love this one so much. Look at her hair. I almost bought this one today because Diamond Art Club is having buy one, get one 50% off. But I was like, Danielle, you do not need this kit. But that was the artwork. Look at the rendering. Doesn't it look so good? The rendering is fantastic. I love this one so much. I may have to ask for that one as a gift, like Christmas or something. I'm waiting. I don't need it. I don't need it because I have so many kits that I haven't even done yet. But yeah, so there was that. And then I have sold all of my square diamond painting kits on Mercari. Mercari was fantastic in utilizing all of that. It was very easy to list and sell. And when you go to ship them, you just print the label, slap it on, and you go through when you list it and you put in, at least I did, I put in the weight, the length of the box, how I wanted to ship it, because they give you options: UPS, USPS, FedEx. I always use UPS because I have my account for work and I have them come pick it up at the house. So very nice and easy. And so Bill and I, or Bill, he's been wanting a sound bar for our TV. And we have an old TV downstairs. I have tried 4 different times to get a sound bar, and every time it hasn't worked. And this last time, which was yesterday morning before work, I pulled the sound bar out of the box and it's dented. Actual fuck. Like, so, so I tell him, like, well, I have to return this anyway, but I want to see if I can get it hooked up and hear sound, because if so, I'll just get an exchange. Well, we already use the HDMI port on the back of the TV for our Roku. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. I feel like I'm pretty electronic and computer savvy. I said, okay. And because Bill has a sound bar in his bedroom, but he also has a smart TV. It took us 2 seconds to hook that up. So I told him, I said, we're going to have to wait until we have a smart TV or like a Roku TV. I said, it'll be a piece of cake to do it then. And so he was like, well, thank you for trying. And then I had to have UPS. Luckily, when I went in to return the sound bar, UPS pickup from the house was free, because sometimes they want to charge you for that. So I was very thankful that it was free, because they came and got it today. I mailed out, I had the remaining 2 diamond paintings that I sold and the one for the giveaway. So all UPS came and got all that like 2 hours ago. So happy to have that. All of those gone. Thank you to everyone who went and bought those that quickly. It's only been a couple days, so very thankful for that. Okay. Jill is getting a new chair in her office, and it's a gaming chair. And I'm going to show you the picture, because I told her, please let me know honestly how you like it, because I'm always looking for nice chairs. I would love to replace the chairs in my craft room with nice gaming chairs versus the task chairs I currently have in there. So I have her chair on my wish list just so I can keep track of it. And I'm going to show you. What the hell am I doing? Why did I add that to the cart? That was a mistake. I'm going to show you a mug I found, and I laughed so hard. Okay, so this is the one that she got because it's $99.99 with a $10 coupon. They have other colors, but they are not that price. Like, they have a teal one. They have a purple one that I absolutely love. Wait a minute. Look at this one. Okay. This is no. Here's the cherry. Yeah, the purple one's $109. Ooh. Yeah. So she got the black one. She got this one. Like I said, this is the one that's on sale and pretty cheap. I mean, $89.99. So she is going to let me know. And I told Bill, I said, that may be a Christmas gift as part of my Christmas gift this year. Get two of them, $200. Our budget's 500 for each other. So um, I want to know how comfortable it is, though. That's my thing. I do like that, though. So there was that. And then I know I've talked about this before. Hey, I need to check something. Oh, it's coming today. So when I went through chemo and treatment in 2017, I lost all my hair, including eyebrows, eyelashes, I mean, everything. And then when everything started to come back in, my eyelashes were breaking off, short, stubby, not as nice as I used to have. So I follow a couple beauty YouTubers, or I used to. And this woman who is, I want to say she's in her 50s. I can't remember her name. She mentioned this eyelash serum that was on Amazon and it's only $20. Now it takes a couple months to start to work, but when it does, holy hell. If you are consistent and you do it every night, in 6 months, you're going to see a definite difference. So I just had to buy it again, but I wanted to show you the packaging. Well, this says $24, but I don't think that's what I paid. I think I paid 20. Um, it's fantastic though. And what you do is you just put it along the base of your eyelid on each one, because my bottom lashes are fine. It's the top ones that I really need. 2 thumbs up, seriously. And it takes a while to get through one bottle. So chef's kiss on that. Okay, our electric bill went up. We are on budget billing, which means they will set a certain amount every month and we pay that regardless of how much we use or don't use. So what happens is they keep track of that difference. And once a year, they assess it. And if you have paid for less electricity than what you have used, your bill's going to go up. They will divide that amount over the next 12 months and tack that onto your bill. So for the longest time, our electric bill was $186 a month. It just this month went up to $225 a month because we have like a $550 balance that we have to pay. And so I told Bill and I was like, that's still reasonable, I think, for a whole house. And I'm here every day running the washing machine, the dishwasher, work, computer, lights, all that stuff all day long. Yeah. Okay. The book I'm reading, it is quite interesting because I'm still waiting for something to really happen. It is Daniel Hurst's new book. I love him, by the way. I've read a bunch of his stuff now, and almost all of his stuff is on Kindle Unlimited. This one is called My Daughter's Boyfriend. I'm on page 136 of 249. It's almost like it's a nail biter because they're leading you to something. I hope I'm surprised. Yeah. So, been reading that here and there. Okay, so then today, I got up today, like I said, I laid in bed for a little bit and had coffee and had half of a bagel. Did my house stuff, laundry, dishwasher, banking. I had a little thing to do for work and I did that. And then got myself ready and I said, okay, I'm going to go to Michael's and get the frames. And I had on a post-it note the sizes. And I found 3 frames I'm going to show you. They are perfect. They're just so perfect. And these pictures are going to reside on my dresser. I have a picture of my grandparents, my mom had got me with like this saying about loved ones aren't gone. It's just goodbye for now or something like that. But the rest of my dresser is pretty empty. So I'm going to put these pictures on there. And it took me a while to look around and really find, but Michael's has a lot of really nice little frames and they're inexpensive. They were like $3.99. I mean, for the 3 frames total, I only paid $21. The 5x7 was the bulk of the bill, and I had a 20% off coupon, so that was good. But when I left there, the Michaels by me is in a strip mall. I was going to go to Starbucks, but then I thought I probably shouldn't be drinking a coffee at 12:30 in the afternoon because coffee keeps me up if I drink it past like noon. But there was a Chipotle 2 doors down, and I said, "I'm going to get lunch." And I love their barbacoa, which is shredded beef, and it's seasoned. It's Mexican, so it's seasoned. It's kind of spicy. It's got a kick. Not too much you can't handle it. It is literally, again, chef's kiss. So I'm very basic when I go to Chipotle. I get white rice, the barbacoa, and I get a little bit of cheese, a little bit of sour cream. That's it. The barbacoa is so flavorful that I don't need to get like all this other stuff. So that was the first time that I've gone there by myself for lunch. Normally we go there for dinner when we do it. But I brought it home and read some of my book, and it's so much that I have lunch for tomorrow. So looking forward to that. And I was just like, this is such a good day. I like when I have days like that. But without further ado, because this is the last thing I have to talk to you about, I think. Oh, no, before I show you the pictures, the frame for my Carolyn Manning chameleon shipped. So that's probably going to take a week to get here. But when I get that here and framed up, I will show you. So cannot wait because I already have a spot. I think I know where I want to put it in here. Okay, pictures. I cried when I did the one with my grandmother and me. I don't know. I'm so emotional about her and all of that. But the first one is my high school graduation picture when I'm walking on the stage. Is that frame not beautiful? Love that frame so much. So there's that one. Like I said, that was the most expensive frame. Then I had my mom, her graduation picture, wallet size, and my dad. So I wanted to get a side-by-side frame. Is this not perfect? Like, look at that frame. And I sent them each this picture. I said, look what I did. And my mom was like, oh my God, that feels like 3,000 years ago. And my dad was like, oh, that's so cool. So this is something, and I don't know, I've been very sentimental lately. Like when I go to retreats, I may put this picture in my suitcase to have with me. I know people do that. It reminds me of Titanic, how Rose had the pictures of herself that she took everywhere, doing the things that her and Jack had talked about. So there's that one. And then here is this one. So my grandmother was in her 40s. And I want to say I was 1 or 2. I mean, I was very, very young. But I love this frame so much. Now, I had to trim the picture because the picture, the way that it was like 3.5 by 4.5. And this frame was 2.5 by 3.5. So I had to trim it. So I just took out, the paper insert and laid it on the picture and just trimmed around it. It turned out so fantastic. Um, I miss my grandparents so very much all the time. And, you know, I was just talking to somebody this morning and I was like, I am so grateful and thankful for them because I feel like I would not have survived my childhood without them, or become like a normal, productive an adult. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would have just been even more of a hot mess than I am, I mean, like I would be a true troubled person, I feel like. And I was thinking about my grandfather, given that, it's summer here. The kids are out of school on Tuesday. I remember being a kid in like, elementary and the beginning of middle school. Because once you reach like the end of middle school, high school, it's a whole different ball game. Elementary school, the beginning of middle school, how the summer would just stretch out before you, right? 3 months of being out of school. And for me, it was a time where I could go to the library and take out 30 books, which at that time was the limit, and I'd read 2 books in a day. I read so much in the course of a summer. I would just sit on our front stoop and read. I would sit in my room and read. I literally would read all day long. And, you know, my grandfather never told me no when I said, because my mom worked during the day, and I would never ask my stepfather to take me to the library. So my brother and I were home. Every time I called him to say, can you come take me to the library and then pick me up? He always said yes. He was the one that took me to my band practices. When I was in all county band, he was the one that took me to high school 2 counties over, and then came and picked me back up. Yeah, he would take me to the library, drop me off because he knew I'd want to spend some time in there. He would give me a quarter for the payphone that was outside of the library. When you're ready to be picked up, give me a call. Because my grandfather was retired, I want to say he was retired at 50. And so he was retired like 2 or 3 years after I was born. So he was there, when I was at that age to do those kinds of things. And I mean, I was over there every weekend. Used to go to bingo with my grandmother. Um, they had a really, really long driveway that he had put in. I would ride my big wheel. I would roller skate on that driveway. They were the ones that got me like my first bike, the Pink Panther bike that I had, and just so many, many memories and things that I did with them that, like I said, I looked forward to every weekend. I was over there Friday, Saturday. My grandmother would come pick me up after school Friday, and we would go to bingo. And then Saturday, once I was a teenager, we would go to Rock and Bowl. And at that time, Rock and Bowl was midnight to 3 in the morning. And she was an avid bowler. I mean, I even found a bowling pennant where it said I beat my coach. She had actually paid for lessons for me to learn how to like professionally bowl. And that's one thing that I did my whole life and, bowled with my family. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, so Saturday we would do rock and bowl. And when I was in sixth or seventh grade, my grandmother worked at a video store on Saturdays. And on Saturdays, I would go and help her. I would go and work with her. And I just felt so important, that she trusted me with the register when I was only like 12 years old, something like that. And because I loved movies even then, just like I love them now. And yeah, it, yeah. Those memories, it feels like 1,000 years ago. It really does. Gonna be 50 next year. And you know what I was thinking in the car, and I mean, it's a passing thought, because Bill has asked me a couple of times, like, "Do you want to do anything?" You know what I would love to do, but I would have to find the place to do it. I would love to have a roller skating party. Can you imagine? I feel like though the people that I would invite would not put skates on, like they'd be afraid of falling and breaking something. I have a pair of skates in my closet that I've never even put on. I too am afraid of like falling and breaking. But oh my God, wouldn't it be awesome? My 50th birthday, have a roller skating party. Like, are you kidding me right now? Used to love when I was in seventh and eighth grade. We used to go to the roller skating rink, which it's now closed. We used to go to the roller skating rink every Friday and Saturday night. It was 7 to 10. The best time. Seriously. It was like, going out. We were going out, right? Yeah, we were going out all right. Um, because I had my best friend at that time lived across the street, and sometimes my mom would take us and her mom would pick us up or vice versa. Um, See, my mom wasn't the hard ass and the asshole when we were growing up. It was my stepfather. So you learn pretty quickly if I needed something or wanted something, I never asked him. I always asked her. Um, and when I really think about it, I never asked for anything unreasonable. I needed $20 to have my band uniform cleaned when I was 14, and my stepfather told me to get a job. And I did as soon as I could. When I was 15 and 9 months is when we could. So, um, but just stuff like that. Like, we didn't ask for stuff because it wasn't being given. But anyway, I know I'm not going to get talking about him because I have been, believe it or not, I've been praying for him for the past couple weeks. Yeah, I surely have. Um, but yeah, so today has been a really good day. And I think it's like 2 o'clock now. I might go in and do some diamond painting because tonight I plan on doing some stitching for sure. But I want to get some diamond painting done. So I think that's all I got. That's actually a good, I talked for a half hour without even really showing anything. So I hope you guys are all having a good week. Tomorrow is Charlize's graduation from high school. So I have the day off work, even though I am probably going to help with the file in the evening when we come back. But her graduation is at 1:30. We need to leave here like noon to be able to get a parking spot and get our seat and all that. Um, it's at the local casino. The casino in our area has an event center, and because it's like 300 kids in her graduating class. So at least we won't be sitting out in the sweltering heat. That's a good thing. And we'll be sitting in a comfortable seat in an auditorium versus bleachers. So, but yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, and then Saturday, me, my stepdaughter, my mom, and Charlize are going to a designer purse and Tiffany jewelry bingo. So that should be fun. 7 o'clock at night. So I'll have to let you guys know, if we win anything. But okay, I hope you're all having a fantastic week and a good Wednesday. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.